Hi friends. If you owe back taxes and you'd like to keep up with current taxes, join me as I reveal the system I used to pay both simultaneously. My name is Lucas and welcome. Now, just a couple years ago, I was in a tough spot. I owed 2 years worth of back taxes and I really didn't want to fall behind on a third. So I took a long, hard look at what I was doing and came up with a really simple plan to get current with both. I know how much it sucks to owe money, especially to the taxman, so let's get you free. Chances are you're feeling a bit of pressure, kind of like a time bomb ticking in the background. So let's diffuse that bomb and release some of the pressure. What exactly do I mean? Well, in the US, the tax agency allows us to make payments on our back taxes. So the first thing to do is set up a payment plan. This is going to alleviate some of the pressure and give you some breathing room. Now you can do this over the phone, snail mail, or on the website, and surprisingly, the process is pretty simple. Before you set that up though, let's talk about timing and payment amounts. Recently, I was working with a client who owed $90,000 in back taxes. Understandably, he really wanted to get rid of that, so he was going to set up really large payments and try to pay it off as fast as he could. Before he finalized things, we had a conversation and I reflected back to him what he was about to do. By setting up the large payments, he was going to put a lot of unnecessary pressure on himself. So I suggested that he pick the longest repayment plan that they offered and the smallest amount that he could get away with. By doing so, he created a lot of breathing room and made it much easier to achieve those payments. Then, when he was feeling less pressured, and at those times when more money was coming in, he could easily make double and triple payments. But more importantly, when times were slow and money wasn't coming in, he wasn't overstretching himself just to make one of these huge payments. So, set up a payment plan, choose the longest one offered, and the lowest monthly amount that they will accept, and when it feels good to you, make extra payments. Now that you have a little bit of room to breathe, it's time to implement a simple plan. Every single time you receive money, send a little bit to your tax account. Now, if you don't have a tax account or you don't have a good way of setting aside money, check out this video. The goal here is that every time you get paid, you send a little towards your taxes. Personally, I chose to put the majority of my money towards my back taxes and I paid the bare minimum on my current taxes. Now, this felt so good to finally be free of those back taxes that getting current became much easier. I think we can agree that steps 1 and 2 are pretty straightforward. So why is it so hard to pay off our taxes? In my experience, it has everything to do with what's going on up here. I chose to put off my taxes for years. I was 38, I owed a lot of money, and honestly, there was a lot of shame that I was feeling that I didn't want to face. I've noticed the same thing with the majority of my clients. We tend to avoid those feelings for as long as possible. When I received threatening letters from the taxman, I realized that I was going to have to make a change and take immediate action. Being forced to face my fears was just the thing I needed, so that when I chose to make paying taxes a priority, it was actually pretty easy to do. If you're ready to face your situation and take action, I think you might be pleasantly surprised at how good it feels. I invite you to cut back on your business and personal expenses temporarily and make paying off your taxes your new mission in life. So the idea is to divert all extra funds that you can get your hands on towards getting rid of those taxes. And if there is no extra money, let's hop on a free call. So we'll sit down, we'll look at your finances, and I'll show you where you're currently wasting money. Then more importantly, I'll show you how to capture those funds. If you're interested, comment free call and I'll send you some info. Now let's recap the lesson. Step 1, give yourself some breathing room by setting up a payment plan. Step 2, every time you receive money, send a percentage towards paying your taxes. And step 3, make it your new mission in life, temporarily, to free yourself from your debt. And if you'd like to learn how to set aside money for quarterly taxes, check out this video. And if you'd like to learn how to pay less taxes, check out this video. As always, thank you for your time and energy. I'll see you in the next one.